What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Muse. Yes, indeed, Muse Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Origin of Symmetry 2506 and Sergio. They both want to see me react to this song by Muse called Break It To Me. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Muse, shocking, and the video has 547,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Muse, Break It To Me, Simulation Theory Film. Oh, short film. It's only 3.5 minutes long. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
When I posted up the filming schedule for the month of September back in the middle of July, I posted this song in the filming schedule, and there were a few comments that caught my attention, and a couple of them were like, you're either gonna love this song or you're gonna hate it. This apparently is kind of a very divisive song. Like this song divides the Muse community. There are the fans who absolutely love this song, and there are the fans that absolutely hate this song. Which is funny because I don't fall into either of those categories. I like it. I do like it, but I don't love it. But I do like it. It's got a nice groove to it. I like it. It's got a nice chugging groove to it. Chordal progression is pretty easy to follow along with. I like Matt's vocal work on it. I like what Matt's singing. I like his range, his power, his delivery. I got no issue with this. None. I'm also at the same time not going to sit there and blow things out of proportions and say, oh, I love this. No, I don't. So I'm not on either one of those sides. I definitely don't hate it. And I don't dislike it either. And I'm not even indifferent. I like it. But I don't love it. Like the comment said, you're either going to love this or you're going to hate this. I don't feel either. I don't feel either one. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I like it. I do like it. So I'm digging the tune. It feels good. Sounds good. I love what I'm seeing too. It's they're putting on a nice stage show to boot. So honestly, I got no complaints. None. So let's get back into this. Let's finish it out. That's nice. That touchpad is so cool. I'm digging it. Nope. I'm going to save it all for the review. I'm not. Nope. No, I'm not going to say a word. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Muse with Break It To Me. This was a request from Origin of Symmetry 2506 and Sergio. Okay. I said I was going to save everything for the review, and yep, I'm going to. Absolutely. And now I get to cut loose. So let's start with the score and get comfortable because we're going to be here for a little bit. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation an 8.1. Yep, 8.1. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First things first, an 8.1, what does that mean? Well, an 8.1 would translate to a great skill rating because overall I think this was a great presentation. It would also get 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Yeah, an A-. Let that one sink in for a little bit. So there you go, an 8.1, great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars and an A- letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. I could see. I can see why a song like this from Muse could cause division in Muse's fan base. I can see the reasoning why. There's going to be people who are going to, for those of you who are diehard Muse fans, I can see why, some members in their fan base are going to love this song. And I can also see why some members in the fan base are going to hate this song. I can see why, okay? But I don't understand why it's either or. And for the people that made those comments, that people are either going to love this song or they're going to hate this song. I don't understand that mentality. I really don't. Because there's other divisions. There's like, there's dislike, there's indifferent, and I could see people in the Muse fan base liking the song. I can see people in the Muse fan base disliking the song. And I can even see people in the Muse fan base who are just kind of indifferent to the song. Me personally, I like it. I think it's a nice song. I think it's a fun song. I think it's the type of song that goes over really well in a live situation. It's got a nice groove. It's got a nice feel, a nice amount of energy to it. And there's absolutely, I don't see any reason for me personally. I don't see any reason to hate the song or even dislike the song. There's nothing about the song that stuck out like a sore thumb. Everything made sense. Everything lined up. Short, sweet, and to the point. And it came in, did its damage, and got out like a good DPS should. I have no issue with the song whatsoever. I'm also not going to sit here and blow things out of proportion and go, oh, it's the most amazing song ever written. No, it's not. The chord progression is very simple. Okay, it's very easy to follow. This kind of feels like, what this song kind of reminded me? I'm not saying the song sounded like another song that I'm going to mention here in a second. I'm not saying the song sounded like it, but the song, like the song writing, kind of reminds me of this song. It's a Def Leppard song, probably one of the biggest hits they ever had. It's a ridiculous song called "Pour Some Sugar on Me." It's a ridiculously simple, easy, stupid song that literally, and everybody in the band can attest to this. They've all said this in interviews. This song, they wrote that song in literally 15 minutes. Because the record label came to them when they were going to release Hysteria and said, we need a song that the kids can get behind. We need a song that's very simple. We need a song that, well, for starters, we need another song, So let's make it a simple song that, the kids can get behind and rally behind, and, kind of the calling card of this album. Take this album and sum it up. And I kid you not, the band went back into the studio. They wrote this song in 15 minutes, and I think they recorded it in two hours, and it was done. So this song feels like that type of a song that was literally thrown together last minute. Record label said, we got 11 songs so far, we need 12. So go in there and write us a song that, the kids can get behind and can be played in stadiums and played at live shows, and the crowd can get behind it. Okay. This feels like that type of a song. Is there anything wrong with that? No, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Look what Def Leppard did with that song. A simple, silly, stupid song, and it became one of the biggest hits that they ever had. Go figure that one out. But that's usually how it works out, isn't it? You spend, weeks and weeks and months writing a song, and you finally got it perfected, and nothing happens with it. And then you write a silly, stupid song like this, and it ends up selling millions of copies, and it's like, how does that work? It really comes down to a number of factors. Record label support, obviously, crowd appeal, listener appeal, and the execution of the song, both in the recording studio and in live play. So, I mean, how many deep cuts have there been that, how many songs have there been on albums that the record label gave zero push to, and yet the crowd loves it? Go figure that one out, And the record label's sitting there scratching their head going, That wasn't the plan, but who cares? We're bringing the money in, and that's all they care about. So, anyway, I can see this song going over really well in live settings. Absolutely. It's got that type of a feel. It's got that kind of a drive. Very simple, easy chordal progression to follow along with. A lot of opportunity to let Matt kind of experiment with vocal work and with guitar work as well, which we saw him demonstrate utilizing that touchpad, which I absolutely dig. I mean, and everybody on the song sounded just fine. Nothing stuck out like a sore thumb whatsoever. I would honestly give the song on its own about, I would give it about a 7.6 if I'm being honest. I think it's a really good song. But I'm giving this an 8.1. What happened there? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what the answer to that question is. So say it with me, kids.
Sing it out one time.
A live show can help your score or it can hurt your score. Now, I understand that this was it was a combination of film and live footage. I'm not taking the film into account. I could care less about the film, but I am taking the live footage into account, and yes, the live footage did help. Let's go down the checklist. Let's see how many boxes they checked off. Spoiler alert. You'll see what I mean by that. Stage presence, check. Yeah, they all looked like performers. They acted like performers. I got no problem with the stage presence. Stage energy, check. Quite a bit of it. Matt was moving around quite a bit. Whenever he was not on the mic, he was in motion. Whether it be moving side to side, from left to right on the stage, or coming down the catwalk, he was constantly in motion. Plus, you had the performers up on the wires, and coming off the wires, also performers on the ground as well. We're going to get to that in a little bit, a little more detail there. Stage interaction. Believe it or not, I'm going to say check. Not because of what any of the members of the band were doing, but because what the performers were doing. They were interacting with the band, they were interacting with each other, and, which leads me to crowd interaction, they were interacting with the crowd as well, utilizing the flashlights to shine the lights into the crowd, pointing out members of the crowd, and giving them each, whenever they would flashlight any of the people in the crowd, giving them that individual attention. By definition, that is crowd interaction. So yes, I'm going to give that the check. And no, I can hear it in the comments. No, it's a stretch. No, it's not. It's literally crowd interaction, utilizing a flashlight to interact with the crowd. So you can say that's a stretch all you want. That is literally the definition of crowd interaction. So take that for what it's worth. Showmanship, check. Yep, but both the band and the performers on stage putting on a really good show, and the ones up on the wires putting on a good show as well. Which leads me to production. Between the costumes, the wire work, and the video screen interaction with the members on the wires, yes, that's all production. It all adds up. So yeah, this is how we're coming up from a 7.6 up to an 8.1. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. In closing, I debated bringing this up, but I feel compelled to bring this up and discuss this because people in the comments just are not getting the message. And I've seen these comments for months now. And this needs to be addressed because, quite frankly, I'm getting a little upset about it. It's not the fact that, that these comments are being made toward me. It's the fact that these comments are being made toward requesters, and that I'm not going to tolerate. You can insult me all you want, but the minute you start insulting requesters, that's when I'm gonna step in and I'm gonna put the kibosh on these comments right now. I understand Muse has released at least one new song as a single from their upcoming album. I understand that, and I understand people want me to react to that. Okay, I get that. But I'm gonna make a couple of points known here, and these are all facts. These are not opinions. Okay. Fact number one, there is a requesting system. If you want a song to be requested, go on the Patreon page and make the request. Don't sit there and tell other people who are on the Patreon page, don't sit there and order them or demand them or beg them to, go and make that request for you. If you want it, you go make it, okay? If the bronze tier is sold out, which I know it quite often is, but people come and go on that bronze tier all the time, okay? So, all you gotta do is just keep your eye on it. And when a slot opens up, grab it. Go in there, make your request, and leave. You don't have to stick around. Seriously, go in there, join the bronze tier, make your request, pop out. It's real easy to do, okay? That's number one. And for some reason, if you've been waiting for months and months and you've been trying to get on the bronze tier and it's just not working out, you're just not able to grab a slot, contact me. Contact me directly on the Patreon page. You can do it as a basic tier member. You can message me, okay? Basic tier members are allowed to message me, absolutely. So message me, hit me up, plead your case, and tell me. I've been trying. I can't seem to get the timing right. We can work something out. I promise you, okay? We'll work it out. We'll figure it out, okay? That's number one. And who knows? Me might come to an agreement and I might get it in there for you, okay? That's number one. Making the request. Do it properly, okay? That's number one. Number two, don't sit there and complain about other people's requests, okay? I understand you want to hear Unraveling. I understand that. It's the big hit that they've released recently. And I know you want me to react to it. I understand that, okay? But don't sit there and have the audacity and the gall to sit there and complain about other people's Muse requests, okay? That's not cool. Slamming someone's request just because it's not the latest hit. Guys, seriously, grow up. It's not your call. These people have waited for literally years, at least 2 years, probably more, to hear this request. Like this request for Break It To Me. Origin of Symmetry and Sergio made this request at least 2 years ago, and they've been waiting very patiently for me to get to it. So I'm sorry that it's not the request that you want to hear, but they did it right. They went through the steps. They went through the process. They made the request the proper way, and they waited patiently for over 2 years for this request to come up. How dare you sit there and criticize it? And I'm not just talking about this request. I'm talking about the past few Muse requests that I've done, because I keep seeing these comments. All the Muse requests I've done over the last 6 months, I see these comments. Unraveling has been released. Why are you reacting to this? How come the requester requested this when Unraveling is a banger? Well, it's obviously not that big of a banger because no one's requested it yet. It's not in the queue. Nobody has requested it yet. So maybe it's not as big of a banger as you thought it was. And to top it off, these people, like I said, made these requests way before Unraveling was even a thought. Before it was even a concept, these requests were made. So I take the requests in the order in which they were received. So if someone does request Unraveling, I'll be more than happy to get to it, but it's going to take its time and it's going to go through the process just like every other request does. So in short, guys, don't sit there and criticize other people's Muse requests just because it's not the song that you want to hear. It's not cool, it's not appropriate, it's not mature, and I'm going to be quite frank with you guys. I'm not going to tolerate it anymore. So if I see these kind of comments where people are insulting other people's requests, I hate to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to ban you. I'm going to block you, and you're never going to be heard from again on the channel. And I don't care how long you've been a fan of the channel. I don't care if you've been following me for 4 or 5 years. I do not care. If that is the case, you should know the rules of the channel. And one of the biggest rules I have is I'm not going to tolerate those type of comments. I'm not going to tolerate insults. I'm not going to tolerate slander. So just don't do it. don't put me in the position where I have to take action, okay? I know I'm making a big deal out of it, but I've been seeing these comments for the last few months. I've been hoping they would stop. They have not stopped. They have increased. So if you want to hear unraveling, no problem. Go on the Patreon page and make it a request, because so far, nobody has. Plain and simple. Anyway, that 8.1 for Break It To Me, yeah, absolutely. I feel that's a very appropriate score. So let's wrap it all up in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have an 8.1, which is a great skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and an A- letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I've spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.